Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to start a new series, and this time it is going to be Airtable. Airtable, as you might have already heard, is a combination of Google Sheets or spreadsheet and database together. It also has a user interface and a lot of other things. So let's quickly dive in and see what is Airtable and how can we use it efficiently. So you can go to airtable.com and create your account. And once you sign up, this is what it asks. So let me just quickly answer these questions. What industry is your company in? Software. Which team are you on? Management. And great. Let's start building together. So if you need anything, you can just ask Airtable with a prompt like, I need a project management app to track all ongoing initiatives at rate 7. It should help me assign tasks, set deadlines, and monitor progress for each project. The system needs to connect projects, tasks, owners, and timelines so I can see what's on track and what needs attention. So if you just give this prompt and click on build it, it will build for you. Again, this is not the prompt that I shared. It came automatically based on the answers that I gave, right? Or I also have these ideas and templates for you to explore. So there are a few templates that we can explore. Okay, I'll just close this. Create a blank app. Yes, create. Okay, you can see here, start your Airtable journey with a 14 days trial of a team plan. So if I want, because I created a new account just for this shooting purpose, it is giving me 14 days of free trial. So let me just refresh the page and let's go. Okay, let me go to Airtable home screen, and you can see here we have home, start. If you start anything, that comes over here. If you have shared or if someone else has shared with you, then that will be here. Workspaces are available over here. Okay, so let's go to workspaces and create one workspace, and I'm going to call this as YouTube cities, right? So workspace is like, let's say, department. So each of the department can have its own workspace where you can create databases or apps within that. Okay, so if I open this workspace, then we have this my first workspace, which is created by default, and then we have YouTube series. Now keep in mind that my first workspace is under 14 days left. Okay, now we have YouTube series which we created, and my first workspace which is automatically created when you create an account. And you can see here, this is under 14 days of free trial, right? So I'm going to use this particular one because your plan is depending on which workspace you are using. Okay, here you can see here, upgrade to team plan before your trial expires in 14 days. If I go here, then I don't have any free trial. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete this one, this workspace, and go to my first workspace and then just rename this, right? I just wanted to quickly show you how do you create workspace, and that's why I had created one. Now, within this workspace, I can start with Omni, use AI to build a custom app tailored to your workflow. Start with template, select a template to get started and customize as you go. Quickly upload, easily migrate your existing projects in just a few minutes, or build an app on your own. Okay, so Airtable now has shifted from being just database or spreadsheet kind of app to actual app. Okay, now whether it is a full-fledged app or just for internal purpose, let's find out through this series. Now, to create an app, we can click on plus here. Okay, and we have build an app with Omni, use AI to build a custom app tailored to your workflow, or build an app on your own. Okay, so we could do this, but let's go with this one to check how everything aligns together. So this is the base. Okay, here again comes Omni. If you want to chat and then build your database, you could do that. We'll just close it for now. So this is the AI chatbot Omni. Okay, we could just chat with it and build our database, but let's close it and see how do we do it from scratch. So I'm just going to rename this to, let's say, 1000 days challenge, and we could also give some color to it. okay, and track your items and all of that. So we have a few steps here. Okay, add more details, customize your view, okay, do more with your data, and so on and so forth. Let's just quickly finish this, wind it up, and then quickly check. So this is a table. Okay, as we can see, it is named as table 1, and we have name, notes, assignee, status, attachment. So whenever you create a new database, table 1 will be added by default, and few columns will be added by default as well. Now, if you want to change it, you can do it. Like, you can delete the fields that you don't need, right? And you can add whatever fields you need. Let's say, for example, we have name, we have attachment. There is one more attachment field here. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and delete this one as well. Okay, so let me also remove the attachment. And this is how we can add new fields. Now, whenever we are adding fields, we have a lot of field types. So let me just close this. Link to another record, which means you are linking it to some other record. Then we have single line text, long text, attachment, checkbox, multi-select, single select, user, date, phone number, email, URL, number, currency, percentage, right? And then duration, rating, formula, roll up, count, lookup, created time, last modified time, created by, last modified by, auto number, barcode, and button. Now, most of it is self-explanatory, but some of it could require some additional information, and we will share that as we move further in this series. Now, we can also change the table name here. Let's say we call it as tasks, right? You can what should each record be called? Okay, so it automatically comes as task here, which means each of the row is basically task. We can click on save, and this could be title. Okay, single line text. Click on save, and this could be the description. Okay, so clear. Okay, it's a multi-line input, long text, and then we can call it as description. Okay, enable rich text formatting. If you want, you can enable it. You can add some description. We'll click on create. Now, if it is task, then you would also need status, which is basically single select, right? And you can say this as status. You can give the options like new, in progress, completed, reviewed, closed, right? You could see that there is also color coding here. If you want to change, you can also change the color and so on and so forth. I'll click on create. This is how you can create different fields. And if you want, you can also add a new table, like start from scratch and give it a name, add the columns, add whatever fields you want, and so on and so forth. Now, let's get something from template. So I'm going back, I'm going to templates and apps, and this one, project management. I'm going to try this template. Okay, so it's going to create a copy of this template in our account. Okay, so you can see here project management. Let's go to data and launch the published app to see in action and so on and so forth. Let me just click on done. You can see here we have getting started with names, description, section, attachment, ID. Okay, likewise we have people, generate reports with Omni. I'll click on dismiss for now. And these are people. So name, availability, type like contractor or full-time and so on and so forth. Their photos, role, tasks, bio, Slack DM URL and so on and so forth. If you go to projects, then we can see all the projects, Quantum Leap, Mars Explorer, Green Thumb, and all of that. What are the tasks linked to those projects, and start date, end date, duration, and all of those details here, right? And okay, this is in number, and this is the same thing with D attached. Okay, anyways, so percentage of tasks staffed, number of assigned tasks, number of done tasks, and so on and so forth. So we are using some formulas here. We'll go to tasks, and you can also see all the tasks here, the status, assignee, daily time required, start date, and this is deadline, okay, which is when we are supposed to finish it, duration, that is basically number of days in between this. Then we have which project, availability, predecessor, okay, and then successor. We have range, photo, okay, is overdue, yes or no, is complete, yes or no, description, order, A0, A1, A2, and so on and so forth. Okay, so this is just about data. If you go to automation, then this is where we can do some automations. Let's just wait, still not loading. So this is automation. For some reason that's not loading. This is the interface, okay, which is basically the front face of your app. You can see here my tasks, project and tasks, schedule, Kanban, roadmap, insight, team, and so on and so forth. So if I go to my tasks, okay, I can actually click on publish, getting started, work, management, whatever I want, I can select them, and then it can actually be opened as a link. You can copy this link. You can copy it. I can just go and open this. So this is automation. For some reason that's not loading. Let's go to interface. This is the front end for your app. You can also click on launch, which means your interface will be launched. Okay, so app directory, we can go to work. My tasks is available here, all projects. I can also use any filters, okay, status wise filters or project wise filters, assignee wise, start date, deadline, and so on and so forth. You can see the progress of each of the projects here. Okay, so this is basically like a front end. You can also create a project from here. If you go to my tasks, then you can see all your tasks here, okay, and you can also add your tasks from here. We can also go to schedule and check when we have to start with which task and how is it planned and so on and so forth. We can check the Kanban view, right, the roadmap and everything as though it is a full-fledged application, right? And all of this is done purely on Airtable. Now, you also saw that we did this entire thing by just adding a template into our workspace. Nothing else, right? We just imported the workspace and everything is ready. If you want to make any changes, you could do it from here. And we also have like management, okay, like we can see some insights of how things are performing. And we also have team management over here. You can see all the team members. We can add the person from here. We can open a particular person and change any of their details and so on and so forth. So all of this is possible within Airtable. As we move further in the series, we will see how do we build it, what are we going to do, and all of that. Okay, so I'm just going to click on this and I'll go to view data, okay, which is when it takes us to the table view. And we also have forms here. Okay, add someone to the team. So this is a form. As you can see, we give the name, availability, type, headshot, and all of that. If you want to change this form, you can also do that by adding new fields or changing any of the fields and so on. So let me go back to data. And if you want to make any changes to any of the records, okay, directly double click and it goes into the edit mode. You can edit that, or you can also click on this expand. So this entire record will expand, where you can see all the tasks assigned in this particular project, right? The start date, the end date, duration days with unit, okay, percentage of tasks staffed. So all of this data can be seen together, okay, not in a tabular form, but in a better format. We can also play around with the row height, like short, medium, tall, extra tall, and so on and so forth. So if you have more details in each of the rows, then you will be able to see them better. For example, in short, the images are too small, but when you make it as tall, then the images are at least visible. So this is a quick overview of how do we create workspace, how do we create table or app in Airtable. Now let's consider this as base, and now that we have template, let's check in further videos how can we use this in real cases. As always, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one, and stay tuned.